Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay in your part of the world today. So this is going to be another video by Parody AI, and it's their video, U.S. Presidents Rank Fast Food Animation Tier List. So, let's get to it, Sean Scribe.
Change the channel because we have a great McDonald's tier list for you today.
Joe, they can't change the channel. This is the internet.
I thought you said this was a YouTube channel.
We don't have time to explain how the internet works to Joe. We have a lot of menu items to get through here.
Donald, you were over an hour late.
That is because I was at McDonald's doing research. Now, if you two are done screwing around, let's start with the Big Mac.
I don't get the Big Mac. What's the point of adding more bread? People want more meat, not more bread.
Oh, I'm sure you do want more meat, Joe.
You'll be getting a lot more meat when you're in prison.
The third bun is there to add structure.
Donald's third bun is going to be getting a lot of structure.
That doesn't even make sense as an innuendo. Obama is right. It's about structure and integrity, something you'll never have. It's going into the S tier.
What about the quarter pounder with cheese?
This is another classic. It has it all.
It doesn't have it all. It doesn't have anything you would need to actually be healthy.
That is completely untrue. Let me guess you learned that from the mainstream media?
I learned that from not being an idiot.
The quarter pounder with cheese has onions and pickles, which are both healthy vegetables. The rest is beef, cheese, and bread. Very healthy. One of the healthiest things you can eat.
I'll remember you said this when your heart explodes.
If my heart explodes, it will be because it's bursting with love for our great country, not because of quarter pounders. It's going straight into the S tier.
We all love this country, Donald. Let's settle down. This doesn't need to get political.
I'm not making it political. I'm trying to discuss burgers.
Let's continue then. What about the double quarter pounder with cheese?
Well, like I said, I don't want to get political.
Oh boy.
But the double quarter pounder with cheese is taking things too far. It's a downgrade.
But you're morbidly obese. Shouldn't you want more meat?
First of all, I am not obese. I am a hecking chonker. Second of all, why not just put on 10 patties if it's all about meat? You have no understanding of the McDonald's menu. Totally ignorant. I'm putting it into tier A.
And what about the quarter pounder with cheese deluxe?
Too much lettuce, too much tomato. You might as well just order a salad. B tier.
All right, well, what about the quarter pounder with cheese bacon?
That one is better, and it's actually much healthier, too. Not a lot of people know that. Few understand. Very few. Tier A.
It's funny how stupid you are, Donald, but when it comes to McDonald's, you are a genius.
Joe, you look like something that came out of a slow cooker.
That was actually funny.
If I was 30 years younger, I would kick your ass, Trump.
If you were 30 years younger, you would still be fucking old.
Come on, guys, let's move on.
What about their cheeseburgers? I like the cheeseburgers. Sometimes it's best to just keep it simple.
Joe, if you kept it any simpler, you'd be comatose.
I remember when the cheeseburger first came out, a lot of people said it wouldn't work. No way, can't be done. But I saw the potential right away. Of course, this was during the war, so there was a major cheese shortage on. So I knew that if they were willing to use cheese for this, then they must be onto something. And they sure were. Pretty soon you couldn't leave your front door without someone trying to sell you.
And when was this exactly, Joe?
Oh, this was only a few years ago. I'm sure you guys remember.
Am I really going to have to start my own channel to get away from these history lessons? Try to stay on topic, old man. The cheeseburger is very mid. Unlike the quarter pounder, it cannot satisfy a healthy young boy like myself. It will go into C tier.
Well, then what about the double cheeseburger? Is that enough for you?
I have other criteria, Obama. You have to take many factors into consideration when you discuss McDonald's. This isn't something simple like politics or economics.
This explains a lot.
The double cheeseburger does not belong with the quarter pounders.
How much beef does it even have? They should all have names like the quarter pounder. Otherwise, how will people know?
A double cheeseburger only has 3 ounces of beef.
How do you know that?
How do you not know that? I thought we were making a McDonald's tier list here. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one putting effort into this channel.
That's not true. I'm the one making all the thumbnails.
The double cheeseburger will also go into the C tier.
Let's just move on to the McDouble.
What the is the difference between the McDouble and the double cheeseburger? They're the same thing.
Once again, you reveal your complete ignorance of the McDonald's menu. I have eaten a McDouble and a double cheeseburger today in preparation for this video.
Nobody asked you to do that, by the way?
To answer your incredibly stupid question, the McDouble does not have a second slice of cheese. It only has 2 patties. This was, of course, a huge mistake, and so it will go into D tier.
It's just a slice of cheese.
There's no such thing as just a slice of cheese. This is why I'm the only one in this video qualified to be a food critic.
I'm not sure that eating at McDonald's a lot makes you a food critic.
He doesn't get to be president, so we should at least let him be a food critic.
Joe, soon the only thing you'll be is dead.
Let's just move on to the hamburger.
There's no point to the hamburger. Nobody goes to McDonald's and just gets a hamburger. I'm putting it into C tier.
All right, now what about the McCrispy? This is a pretty new item.
It may be new, but it's not new to me. In order to prepare for this video, I ate one earlier today. The taste is still fresh in my mouth.
The McCrispy is basically their version of a chicken sandwich.
That's right, Obama, and they have succeeded. There's nothing McDonald's can't do. They could sell spaghetti if they wanted to, and it would be great.
That sounds disgusting.
It would not be disgusting. The Mex spaghetti would be the greatest spaghetti in this country.
I'm just now realizing that your name is in McDonald's, Donald. I think you just like things with your name on it. You put your name on all your
I
buildings,
didn't realize
too. It's not
that
even about the
until
food.
now.
You're just jealous because your name isn't on a restaurant.
I have Trader Joe's.
That's not a restaurant, dumbass.
Well, I like the McCrispy.
So did I, Obama. That's why it's going into the Tier A.
What about the other ones?
Other ones? I've never even heard of this McCrispy thing.
Joe is totally clueless as usual. Yes, there's also the Spicy McCrispy, the Deluxe McCrispy, and the Spicy Deluxe McCrispy.
These restaurants have too much shit on the menu nowadays. What happened to just cruising the loop and getting a milkshake with the girl you were going steady with? If you got hungry, you could make a sandwich at home with your dad. That is, if he survived the war.
Joe, nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. Please let us know in the comments if you think we should replace Joe Biden with Joe Rogan.
No, let us know in the comments if we should replace Trump. Oh, wait, everyone already did that. It was called the 2020 presidential election.
But guys, what about the other McCrispy sandwiches?
They can all go into the Tier A. Like I said, McDonald's knows what they're doing.
All right, let's move on to the filet of fish.
Easily one of the best items on the menu.
You're kidding me. Nobody gets the filet of fish.
I do. I get one every time I go. I had one earlier today.
How much fucking McDonald's did you eat today? Do the employees ever judge your giant orders?
Trump probably lies and says he's ordering food for a party or something.
No, I don't do that. I refuse to be fat shamed. I proudly tell the cashier that I will be eating all of it myself in the bathtub while watching Minecraft videos.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
Actually, that sounds like a good time. I'm not going to lie.
I've got nothing to hide.
What kind of fish even is the filet o fish?
It's the McDonald's fish. Who gives a fuck? It's delicious. People only hate on it because the media tells them to.
Screw you, Trump. Nobody likes it. D tier and you can't stop me.
Joe, you are a waste of oxygen. You can put it into D tier, but just know that 90% of people in the comments now hate you even more than before.
All right, now let's talk about the McChicken.
The McChicken sucks. It's like if someone sat on a regular chicken sandwich.
I'm sure you'd love to sit on a chicken sandwich for your own strange reasons, Joe, but you're completely wrong. The McChicken is a classic, and it's going into the S tier.
I think we can all agree that the fries also belong in S tier.
Every real American does, yes.
And what about the apple slices?
I can guarantee you that Trump has never had the apple slices.
Wrong as usual, Joe. I had some today specifically for this video. It was tough, but I did it.
There is something off about them. I just don't think apples were meant to be stored inside of a McDonald's. I'm going with D tier.
What about the McFlurry? Now, I like the McFlurry.
Sure, they're good, but whenever you try to get one, they say the machine is broken.
If you scream a lot
Yeah.
and jump over the counter, the machine isn't broken. Trust me, I'll put the McFlurry into Tier A.
You ran out of room in Tier A, Trump?
Yes, I know, Obama, you simple I'm making room right now.
I'm more a fan of the vanilla cone.
But again, the machine is always broken.
If you crawl through the drive-through window and start swinging, they'll get you one. They'll make it happen. It's going in B tier.
And what about the shakes? Now you can actually get those.
You can, but sometimes I'll jump over the counter when I ask for a shake just to keep them on their toes.
Your fat ass cannot jump over the counter.
Tell that to the many disrespectful McDonald employees I've
The
squashed.
shakes aren't as good. I'll go with C tier. But what about the sundaes?
They should really do a banana split.
I'm pretty sure a banana would last about half an hour inside of a McDonald's.
I've never been the biggest Sunday supporter, although I did have one of each today just to make sure. I'm going with B tier for both of them.
Here's a big one, guys. It's the apple pie.
I still remember the days when they would cool the apple pies on the windowsill of the drive-through window. If there was nobody around, you could speed right through and take them. Those were the days. Of course, now they have heavily armed pie guards to stop that sort of thing.
There are no pie guards, Joe.
Then who the hell did I shoot the last time I stole an apple pie?
The apple pie is going into S tier. It is the best dessert item
Very much worth stealing.
and worth jumping right over the counter for.
Remind me to never go to McDonald's with either of you two.
Holy shit, I can't believe we forgot one of the biggest McDonald's items.
If you say another stupid joke about me, I'm leaving.
What is it, Trump? I think we covered everything.
My precious nuggies. The golden nugs of our country, worth more than real gold, I hear.
I don't think they are worth more than real gold, Donald.
If I wanted to hear from an asshole, I'd fart.
Oh, nice catch, Donald. Chicken nuggets are famous in McDonald's, and we almost missed them.
It's because I've been so distracted making sure Biden doesn't ruin this video.
I have let you take the lead today, Trump, you fat orange asshole.
Oh, the old man is getting angry. Why don't you Zimmer frame your way over here and say this to my face?
That's enough, guys. Clearly, Trump would put nuggets.
Nuggies.
Right. Clearly, nuggies are an S tier for Trump, and I agree. But let's leave that for the viewers.
Right. What tier list are we making next?
Still McDonald's Donald. This time it's the famous breakfast menu.
Oh, nice. Do the intro, Trump, just in case we get lazy and upload these as separate video.
All right, losers, let's just get right into it. We're doing a McDonald's breakfast tier list today. We need to stay on topic.
He's taking this more seriously than he took his presidency.
McDonald's is more serious than his presidency.
We can talk about me later. Right now, we need to talk about the apple fritter.
It's pretty good.
Correct. It is good. B tier. Now let's get into the blueberry muffin.
I think the muffin is pretty good.
Wrong, it sucks. D tier. What about the cinnamon roll?
Pretty good.
Wrong again. It's mid. C tier.
This is supposed to be a collaborative process, Donald.
I'm the expert on McDonald's. Subscribe now if you think I know more than Joe.
It would probably be better if you were an expert on something like politics or law, but I respect what you're saying here.
Thank you, Obama. Let's move on from the bakery items to the real show. We'll start with the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, which I had this morning.
Did you get one for me too?
What are you talking about? Of course I didn't.
Just asking.
Personally, I like the biscuit.
I don't like how sometimes it's too crumbly and then the crumbs fall on your lap and it's like, now what do I do with all these crumbs?
Joe, your idiocy does not reflect on the biscuit. I'm putting it in tier A.
What about the Egg McMuffin?
A true American classic, just like myself. I had one this morning.
I like the blueberry muffin better. Maybe they could do a blueberry egg McMuffin.
Joe, if you get elected again, I'm moving to Canada, and I'm moving the Egg McMuffin into the S tier.
Maybe I'll email McDonald's and tell them about my blueberry idea.
Joe, don't you have more important things to be doing? You are the president, you know.
I'm the what now?
Moving along here, people, the sausage McMuffin is next. Since I had one this morning, I think I'll go ahead and put it into B tier without any comments from you bozos.
Rude, but for the sake of time, let's move on. What about the one that has egg on it?
Where do I email
The
McDonald's?
sausage McMuffin with egg is a huge improvement. S tier, easy.
Maybe I'll just make Camilla email them. I don't think she's doing anything today.
The sausage biscuit shouldn't even be on the menu. It's just there because they needed to fill space, kind of like Joe. It's going in C tier. No further discussion needed.
The sausage biscuit with egg, however, is good.
It's a major improvement. It's like when I got elected after you were done Obama. I'll put it into B tier.
I think a better analogy would be when Joe was elected after your brief stint as president. But let's move on. What about the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle?
An amazing item. I had one this morning, in fact.
I don't really like the McGriddles. I don't understand what they are. Is it sweet bread, like a roll?
It's a pancake, dumbass.
A pancake sandwich? That's the fattest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Joe, the world has one too many of you, and the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle is going in tier A.
Donald, you are the fattest piece of bacon I have ever seen. People are really eating pancake sandwiches?
Cool people are yes.
No wonder everyone in this country is so fat. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have all this stuff. For breakfast, you had a slice of ham and some milk. Now, this was back when milk came in glasses from the milkman. You had to tip your hat to him when he came around, otherwise he'd get mad. He'd snap his suspenders to acknowledge you, as was the fashion at the time.
Joe, nobody cares about what happened in the 1800s when you were a kid. Nobody in the comments of this video has ever said they like you, Joe.
My point is that you're a fat c***.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Joe. Anyway, let's move on to the sausage McGriddle. It has less going on. It's a step down. I'll put it in B tier.
We need to do a vegetable or fruit tier list to save America.
That would not save America. Free McGriddles and school breakfast would save America.
It would blow those kids up like balloons. The teachers would have to roll them down the halls.
Only you would deny children delicious McGriddles. To fight back, I'm putting the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle into the A tier with its brother.
I would like to clarify that I do support McGriddle.
Sure you do.
Anyway, let's talk about the big breakfast.
What the hell is that?
You've never had the big breakfast? It's a biscuit, hash browns.
Don't waste time explaining it to Sleepy Joe. He won't remember it 2 minutes from now anyway.
Won't remember what?
When people talk to you, Joe, it's like a charity.
Exactly.
I'm making my donation now.
Comment below if you think Trump is funny, as I do not.
The big breakfast is kind of weak. I'll put it in B tier.
I would imagine that it's mostly big people like you, Donald, who get the big breakfast.
Totally untrue. This morning I got the big breakfast with hotcakes, not the regular big breakfast. It's much better.
Do these big things come with those weird eggs that McDonald's makes?
There's nothing weird about eggs. We all came from eggs.
McDonald's eggs taste like they were made the day before you got there and then kept alive with plastic.
Whatever they do to them, maybe you should try it. I don't know how the hell they're keeping you alive.
You eat McDonald's for breakfast every day. I'm going to be at your funeral.
I'll definitely be outliving both of you, which is interesting since I've been out of office the longest.
You were in office? I don't read a lot about ancient history, so I don't know much about that.
Let's just put the big breakfast with hotcakes into tier A and move on. Let's focus in on just the hotcakes now.
Hotcakes? Why not just call them pancakes? And the McGriddles are pancakes too. What happened to just going to McDonald's for a hamburger?
The breakfast menu is better than any of their burgers. It should be served all day. I'm bringing that back when I get elected.
Who orders pancakes from McDonald's anyway? When I was a kid, you would just get your pancakes from the pancake man every morning. Of course, they came in glass bottles back then, so it was hard to get them out. But if you tipped him a nickel, he'd give you a wider bottle. Now, nickel was actually made of real nickel back then, so it was more of an investment.
Oh my God, Joe, I'm putting hotcakes into B tier. They're fine.
Now the hotcakes and sausage should be higher tier, because then you get the syrup and you can put some on the sausage.
Good point, Obama. I'm glad someone here knows about McDonald's. I literally did that this morning. It will go into a tier.
I'm not a fan of the sausage burrito.
Neither am I. I had one this morning, and it was disappointing. Throw it into C tier.
Trump, how much fucking McDonald's have you eaten this morning?
Don't worry about it. I swear, you two are the most fat-phobic people in this country. Let's just move on to the hash browns.
The hash browns are ovals.
Thank you, Joe. Great input as always. You're a great addition to this channel. Hash browns will go into S tier.
Definitely one of the best things on the menu.
And the fruit and maple oatmeal is one of the worst. A complete disaster.
Of course, the healthiest thing on the menu is your least favorite.
Are you implying that the rest of the menu is unhealthy? Pancakes are very healthy. McGriddles are very good for your bones.
As the only legitimately healthy person here, I think I'll just step in and put the oatmeal thing into D tier.
I am actually the healthiest, but yes, I do agree with that.
I still don't understand what a McGriddle is.
Next is a tier list that has been requested many times on the comment section.
You guys wanted a Burger King tier list? Here it is.
Now, Burger King has so many items that we'll be splitting this up into 2 videos.
I thought we were doing that because Trump is so fat he won't fit in one video.
And I thought we were doing it in 2 videos because Joe can't stay awake for longer than 6 minutes at a time.
Anyway, let's start with sides. Where are we ranking fries, onion rings, and chicken fries?
Their fries will never be as good as McDonald's fries. That is a fact the media will never tell you about. C tier?
I agree. The onion rings are far superior. They belong in the A tier. What about the chicken fries?
What the fuck are chicken fries? I thought fries were potatoes.
Joe, the only potato here is you. Chicken fries are made of chicken.
Then how are they fries?
They're shaped like fries.
It's kind of like how you're shaped like a person, Joe, but you're actually much closer to a vegetable.
I don't trust something that's called chicken fries. You guys are gaslighting me.
Who told Joe what gaslighting means? Whatever, the chicken fries are great and belong in the S tier.
Let's just move on to the real menu now. First up is the Bacon King. A lot of people actually call me the Bacon King.
And why is that?
Because I start every day with a healthy serving of bacon.
I'm not sure how healthy that really is.
You're not sure about a lot of things, Obama. This is why you're known as a flip-flopper, but not me. I support healthy bacon eating, and I'm putting the Bacon King into S tier. Let's move on to the Whopper.
You know, that reminds me. I like that one Burger King commercial that they play everywhere now that goes Whopper, 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 Junior Double.
I swear to God, Joe.
Joe, you've got to stop. I've heard that damn commercial too many times.
I like it. It's a nice tune.
No, it is not. Whoppers should be eaten, not put into weird-ass songs.
You're a weird-ass song.
That doesn't even make sense. Somebody get Joe his meds. I think he ran out.
Anyway, everyone knows that the Whopper is an S tier burger.
And the double Whopper is even better. It's twice as much Whopper.
Well, not exactly. It's just twice as much meat.
And that's the only part of the burger that matters.
But nobody would just eat plain hamburger patties.
I do that.
You do? Why?
Because this is the land of the free.
It sure is. Unless you're in jail, which you soon will be, Donald.
You've both derailed us like usual, but I'm putting the double Whopper into S tier. What about the triple Whopper?
It sucks.
But shouldn't the triple Whopper be 3 times as good by your own logic?
Absolutely not. The triple Whopper goes too far. It's like boobs. 2 is great. 3 is just weird.
Are you seriously saying you wouldn't bang a hot alien girl who had 3 boobs?
That's not what I said. Once again, the media is changing my words. I said it would be weird. I didn't say I wouldn't smash.
How did we get here? We were talking about Whoppers.
Please try to keep up, Obama. The conversation has moved on to alien titties.
Well, before we move on, let's put the triple Whopper into B tier.
I feel like the alien titty discussion is not even close to being finished.
It is. It's finished. Now, where is just the hamburger going?
Who the hell goes to Burger King and just gets a plain hamburger?
Hey, it used to be that was all Burger King had. That's why they were called Burger King. Of course, back then it was still being run by the actual king of Hamburg in Germany. Sadly, he was killed in the bombing of Dresden, and so the menu changed a lot. I was a pilot at the time, and let me tell you, that was the best-smelling bombing run I've ever been on.
We're having another Joe moment here.
If by Joe moment you mean an informative story for all the young viewers out there, then yes.
Let's be real. Nobody gets just a hamburger from BK. It's going in D tier. Now, what about the single quarter-pound king?
A single quarter? That's a little too expensive for me. When I was a kid, you could get a burger for a nickel.
It's the weight, Joe.
A quarter pound? That's not nearly nearly enough. When I was a kid, burgers started at half a pound, and they let you bring your own cow right to the restaurant.
Every video, I become more confused as to how old you even are.
Joe is delusional. I'm the only one here who knows anything about fast food.
That's not really something to brag about.
Let Donald have something. He's lost a lot.
At least I haven't lost my long-term memory, Boomer. The single quarter-pound king is going in B tier. B for boring.
And what about the cheeseburger?
Do you guys remember that old meme called I Can Has Cheeseburger?
Joe, somehow that is the oldest reference you have ever made.
I like that cat picture. They should bring that back.
Joe, there are still plenty of pictures of cats on the internet.
Yeah, but I want that one specifically.
Well, you could look up that specific image again.
It's not the same.
Thank God it's not the same. That era was totally cringe. The young, cool kids like myself have moved on to actual funny memes like AI voice videos. Plus, the BK cheeseburger sucks. I'm putting it in C tier.
But what about the double cheeseburger?
It sucks too.
But it has more meat.
I hate to say this, but there are some things that more meat cannot fix.
Yes, like your cardiac health.
I don't know what that means, and I don't care. It's still going in C tier.
All right, then what about the bacon double cheeseburger?
See, now that one has been fixed by adding more meat. The bacon double cheeseburger is great.
But that makes no sense.
I don't make the rules, Obama.
That's right. I do because I'm the president.
For now,
I'll be president until 2028, bitch.
you might not be alive in 28 days, let alone make it to 2028.
You know, that reminds me of the 2002 zombie film, 28 Days Later. For me, it's the best zombie film ever made. I would put it in S tier.
Joe, we're doing Burger King.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh boy. Anyway, the bacon double cheeseburger really does benefit from the extra meat. I'll go with tier A. Now let's move on to the Texas Double Whopper.
It's a great burger from the great red state of Texas. It only makes sense that the Texas Whopper would be the best one. Definitely S tier.
It has jalapenos, which come from Mexico.
Okay, maybe not S tier.
I'm sick of these fast food meme items putting peppers on everything. When I was growing up, the hottest thing we had was Flamin' Hot Cheetos. After your mom made them, you had to let them cool down for at least an hour right on the windowsill next to the pie.
All right, let's split the difference here and put it in B tier. What about the Chicken Junior?
Chicken Junior sounds like the nickname of an annoying-ass little kid.
Nobody goes to a place called Burger King and gets fucking chicken.
What about the chicken fries you wouldn't shut up about earlier?
I never said that. You're being manipulated by the media as usual.
There really is no point to getting a chicken sandwich from BK. I'll put it into C tier. All right, last one for this video. The Big Fish.
Getting a fish sandwich from Burger King sounds like a great way to die of food poisoning.
You're probably going to die by the end of today anyway, so what do you care?
You'll only get food poisoning if you're a weak bitch, but it's still D tier.
Not crispy enough. B tier from me.
This one is hard.
Yeah, fuck it, D tier.
Sorry, fish lovers. Sounds like it's D tier.
I'm still thinking about the song from the commercial. Whopper, 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 Whopper.
I'm kicking you off the fucking channel, Joe.
Next video will be part 2 of Burger King.
Including the spicy melt chicken nuggets, Big King tacos, and so much more. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this podcast. It takes a long time to make one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great. It's amazing that they're able to do that, mimic Obama, Trump, and Biden's and all that with AI. That's pretty. Comment below what your favorite fast food place is. If you don't mind sharing. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for loving and supporting this channel, and I encourage you to do so even more. I'm gonna close this off here, but do please subscribe at the bottom for more content. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, hit that bell below to keep up to date with my video release posts. Also, there is a thank button at the bottom of the video where you can donate to the channel, and any donations would be extremely helpful. Also, comment below on a video you think I should react to next. And as always, guys, take care and God bless everybody.